hearing her kids. So the lady, if you look to the left next to Zaire Wade, that's Dwayne Wade's oldest son, then his ex-wife Siobhan, then Zaire Wade right in the middle. I'm assuming that's the grandma. And then the other kid, I think that's the nephew that Dwayne took in when he was really small, that Siobhan helped to raise. I think I got that shit right. Anyway, Siobhan posted on her IG, she said, "This is all I wanted for Christmas. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You always come through for us." Now, why would this woman post this? Hold on, let me get this right. Why would this woman post this if she had been able to see her kids regularly? If she had been able to actually be a part of their lives? Oh, it's because she has not. Because since, let me go to my notes. Wait a minute. Since 2011, Dwayne Wade has officially had full custody of these kids. Full custody. Why would a judge give a man full custody? I'm not saying it's bad. Just hold on, let me clean it up. I'm not saying it's bad. But why not joint custody? Why does it have to be one thing or the other? You know, for a lot of these ladies out here that's having these babies by these celebrity men, even though they were married, this is not applying to her. I mean, the side chicks and hoes out here. See, this is a warning because this can happen to you too. Ludacris's ex. You had these babies with these men thinking you finna get some, now realizing they got money, so the judge is gonna side with them, which means a lot of times you end up losing the damn child that you had just for a check in the first place. I don't know why that came in my mind, but somebody need to be warning these hoes. A lot of y'all think y'all finna be sitting back getting 10, 20K like Diddy's baby's mamas, and it just don't work like that for all of y'all no more. Y'all think you're gonna be going back constantly, and it just don't work. It just don't work like that. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I kept asking myself, what happened in the situation? Like, the divorce was so long ago. They don't really talk about it because they signed, not NDAs, but they signed agreements that said they couldn't disparage each other in the media and on social media and stuff like that. So I'm just like, what is going on? So I said, let me go ahead and just break their relationship down, all right? And do a little research, all right? So the ex-wife's name is Siobhan Funches, all right? Out of the kids that Dwayne has, you got Zaire, who's 18, Zaya's 12, Xavier, which is the side chick's baby, is 6. Then he got La Cavia now by Gabrielle, and then he had the nephew here. All right, so let's move right along from that. History of their relationship. So apparently Dwayne and Siobhan were high school sweethearts, all right? They went to high school together. Dwayne came from a troubled home where he had trouble with his mother. He was supposed to go live with his father, but he ended up moving in with Siobhan's family. That made me also think and go, if a man grows up having mommy issues and relationships with the one woman that's supposed to love him no matter what, wouldn't that affect how he treats any woman he dates, any woman he marries, and any woman he has children by? Like, I'm just being honest with you. The same way with when women have daddy issues, they don't really ever value the relationship that their kids have with their father. Men are the exact same way. So it made me think, well, no wonder he was really like so quick to take them, because, well, hell, he has his own issues that maybe in trauma that he hasn't fully dealt with yet. All right. So they got married in 2002. She played the role of the NBA housewife, taking care of the 2 sons, Dwayne's nephew. Siobhan claims that fame ruined their relationship, that Dwayne started to change. He started to cheat and become physically abusive. We weren't there for that. I must say it could happen. Maybe it did, maybe it did. But I am going to say this, the cheating I can absolutely believe. But to me, when I look at their marriage, this is also an example of a man coming into the game with a woman that actually loves him and has his back. Then when he's presented with a bunch with a bunch more women, he just kind of leave her behind because he don't want to deal with that no more. And a lot of men go through this. The woman that come up with you is the one you actually should stick with, Kevin. But but you guys got to understand that with men, a lot of times they never want to be reminded of who they really are, and 2, their struggle. And unfortunately, every time he looked at Siobhan, he looked at his struggle. He looked at when he had to go live on her couch. He looked at when he didn't have no money. Like, that's what he saw when he looked at her, his past, everything that he's running from. Because a lot of times in life, we don't face our issues. We don't face our demons. We be running from the mugs. And, you know, no matter how much you run from them, they always right there. They never really go because they sit right here on your shoulders. I'm just saying. You know, that's why they say it's a heavy weight on your shoulders. It's a reason for that. All right. So then the marriage got worse and worse. Dwayne officially filed for divorce in This timeline will look off with these babies. Okay. Dwayne filed for divorce in 2007, and he said that his wife was out for money and was unstable. So then what happened between '07 and 2011 is that Siobhan started to be painted as a mentally unstable woman. She went through a bunch of attorneys because she felt like the attorneys were really not fighting for her. Dwayne had a really strong attorney team, so she couldn't really get the money that she wanted. To be honest and to keep it real, she technically deserved half because she was his wife and she was with him from the very beginning, but he fought tooth and nail to make sure that that didn't happen. But through Siobhan being painted in the media as someone who's homeless, unstable, she was arrested a couple times too. Basically, her image was tarnished. And then in 2011, Dwayne ended up getting full custody. Now, once he got full custody, things have appeared to have flipped. And I'm not going to talk about nobody's kids, so I ain't going to go too far deep in that. But I do got to ask y'all something and keep it real with me. If Dwayne and Siobhan was still together, do you think this situation, do you think Zion would have transitioned into Zaya? Just be honest with me. Be real. Be real. Be real. I just want to know. She was never homeless, nor was she on drugs. We were neighbors. They put a gag order on her. Yeah, I know. Oya 6. Oh, I can believe it. Believe me. I can believe it for sure. I just want y'all to tell me. If Siobhan was still in the picture, if she was able to be a part of her son's life, now daughter's life on the daily, or at least half the week, or weekends or something, do y'all think Zaya would be where she is? Would Zion even be a she today? Let me ask you something else. I want to have an honest conversation. Was the whole transition from Zion to Zaya really an effect of her missing her mother? I'm being respectful of the pronouns. Was this whole situation an effect of her missing her mother? And maybe the family mistook that and said, okay, yeah, you know, you need to transition. This is what you want to do. M.C.C said, yes, just not that early. Okay. I think so. Why would that make a difference? I'm just asking because even when I look at this picture, the way that Zaya normally dresses, which is like a woman, Zaya is not dressed like that in this picture. And then there's another photo that I couldn't find after, but I saw it. When you look at Zaya's fingernails, they look like they've been bitten, like she's a nail biter, which is a sign of anxiety, which, of course, dealing with social media, I can absolutely believe it. But I'm just asking, has she been allowed to play a part in her child's life? Would this situation be today? They said yes because, no, crying out for help. I think so. Yes, but not this early. Okay. I just wanted to ask. I can't call it biological. Okay, I know, but I have to. All right, cool. So, for all of that being said, to me, when I look at this situation, this is a woman that misses her kids. Her kids clearly love her and miss her as well. And I think that going forward, she needs to be able to play a part in their life. Now, Zion, how old is Zaire? Yeah, Zaire is 18, so he can go see his mama whenever he wants. But as far as Zaya is concerned, she should be allowed to go over there to her mother's house at least 2 weeks out the month, every weekend, something. Just as much time as she spends with a woman that's not her mother, she should be able to spend it with a woman that is. Because I don't understand with these people how they good enough to have a baby by, but as soon as you want to move on from them, now the kids got to move on from them. Like, no, you left her, but the kids don't leave her because you left her. That's just not the way it works. So just because maybe she doesn't fit the perfect Hollywood picture that you're trying to paint, you don't get to just run away from your past like that because you still have kids with her. So my script for this family, spend as much time together as possible. And I think that they need a parent that is not in the industry, because honestly, they need a parent that's grounded in reality. When you in Hollywood, when you are the kid of an athlete, you have access to stuff at an early age you ain't got no business having access to. You are around the most demonic and manipulative people. Not say people don't manipulate in real life, but in Hollywood, it's on a whole nother level. Like, you can't trust none of them people with your kids. And if you think you can, then just ask all the child stars and end up screwed up. Just ask yourself why all these kids of famous people be killing themselves and be having all these mental problems. That Hollywood life is a whole nother life. And yes, athletics and entertainment is just one and the same. So just go ahead and get that out your head too. Don't think it's different, because it's not. The people that's at the top, those are still the freak. Those are still the Prince Hall Freemasons. Okay, anyway. So I say all that to say they need a parent that's grounded in reality. They need to be around her every weekend. They need to get to know their mother. They still need their mother, and their mother still needs them. And to me, a woman that comes around after kids have already began to be raised, who still have a mother that is alive and well, you can't just replace a mama. You can never replace mama. You can never replace daddy. It is what it is, people. So that was my situation on that. I was as respectful with that as I can be. I think y'all got to give me my props. I think that's called growth. Y'all know normally I'd have said some disrespectful ass stuff up here, but we growing. We elevating. Send them kids to their mama. I said what I said. All right. Bad bitch, are you a bad bitch? Are you a bad bitch? Is you a savage? Now, whether you are a bad bitch or whatever you want to refer to yourself as, I am here to talk to you today about a book called Bad Bitches and Power Pitches that is authored by Precious Williams. Now, one of the biggest differences in life between you and your competitors, I don't give a damn if you're going for a promotion, if you're trying to sell your business or anything, is the ability to effectively communicate. Precious Williams comes from St. Louis, Missouri, which is the home of it being hot in here, St. Paul sandwiches, vet sodas, and the best Chinese food on the damn planet. And she has went from the slums of St. Louis to being able to show you how to elevate your life simply by using the gift of gab. Now, Precious Williams' book has been featured on Forbes, CNN, Black Enterprise, and the Storm Monroe Show. And what I am telling you guys is that you need to hit that link in the description box so you can cop a copy of her book today.